This is the biggest challenge of building meaningful bonds with people, is that it takes time. And a lot of people are not willing to give it the time that it truly takes. It can take a lot of time. And so it's one thing to receive the signal. It's one thing for somebody to say, hey, you're awesome. We love you. We want you here. It's one thing to say that, but you need to know that you can trust those words. Because those could just be, because people say stuff all the time, right? We say stuff all the time we don't mean. So how do we got to test it. We've got to say, this has to come from a trustworthy source, not from perfect people. There's no perfect people, but healthy enough. And the only way to get that signal tested out is it's got to come from a credible source. And for it to come from a credible source, you have to know people a little bit. You have to kind of test people a little bit. That's how this works, and it takes initiative. It takes initiative. Normally, we have to put ourselves out there a little bit. It's such a blessing if others initiate with us first. Great, wonderful. If people put a bit of trust in us first, you know what we have to do? We have to reciprocate it. Sometimes we're so worried about other people have to do all this stuff for me, but we have to see where trust is given. Okay, let's extend a little bit of trust back. But we also have to become those initiators where we say, I'm going to start trusting people a bit more, opening up to people a little bit more, and to see if that gets reciprocated. If that gets reciprocated, there's maybe something healthy could come from this. If it doesn't, and there's a barrier, then okay, that's where that person's at. I can be kind to them, I can bless them, but that's going to stay at a more shallow level. And that's how we navigate some of these dynamics and relationships with each other. The truest way to build trust over time is not just to take time and not just to take initiative, but it's to learn to be gracious with the faults of others. This is the greatest way to build trust with people, because you know what happens in real relationships? When relationships start off, it's the honeymoon phase in any kind of connection or relationship. And so things are exciting and new, and you have all kind of chemicals in your brain that are like, this could be great because the future is exciting, thinking about a bright future and wow, it could be wonderful. And then real life happens. And then you're like, oh yeah, humanity. I forgot about humanity. And any length of time you spend with people, you realize, we're all basket cases. And so the closer I get to people, what seemed very exciting and very good at the beginning now is a little difficult. Now there's this tension over here, or this person said this thing, and I'm wondering what it really means. Or this person didn't do this thing they said they would do, or this other thing happened, or something, all these different things happen. And so we end up with these sometimes very minor disturbances or frustrations with people, or sometimes very big conflicts with people. The only way to build that trust and that sense of belonging is to stick around long enough where you start experiencing that sandpaper effect from people, where you're like, this hurts. I feel like this person's made of sandpaper. What's going on? And then to get to the point where we begin to then say, all right, this is the test. Will I show grace to this person? And will this person show grace to me? Can we trust each other? Can we resolve this? That's the profound sense of belonging. Because somebody can be completely different to you, but if you have that same heart, which is the heart of the gospel, that's the true thing that connects us together, is that gracious heart, because the gospel is a free gift. The death of Christ is a completely free gift, not based on any work we could ever do. That's why it's based on faith. Faith is not a work. You trust in it. You hope in it. You say, God, I have to completely throw myself on you. And so we enjoy that grace, but we also share that grace with others. And that's how you build those relationships, that sense of belonging. So are we following the logic here? Does this make sense to us? We have to belong.
When you like and subscribe, this video reaches more people.